Hello, awesome planner people. I am here today to share with you my 2018 planner lineup. Now, I don't know, lineup might actually be a deceptive term here, not intentionally, but due to the fact that most people, when they share a planner lineup, have several planners that they all have a very specific functional function. You know what? I don't know. I'm dismissing the way I do things, but you might find that the way I do things is useful to you too. So I'm going to show you my 3 different planners. Technically they're all planners, but you'll see why I put that in quotes in a minute, that I'm going to be using this year. So I have my, and I have a video about this when I first got it, but first I have my Artium Flowery Journal, which is a planner. Artium is a Korean stationery brand. I have this Day Designer from 2016-2017. This is the one that I put in quotation marks, and I'll get to that in a moment. And then I have my beautiful Michaels Recollections Vertical Cactus theme planner, which I was so excited about, and which, I haven't even taken the cardboard off of, and which I have not even really cracked open yet, other than just now after I made the video where I was so excited to get it. Which is not to say I'm not still excited about it, but it's just been a weird start to my year. You'll hear about this later in Plan With Me's, but I had some unexpected kitchen construction take over my life one week when I was supposed to get everything done. So more on that some other time. But I just wanted to show you how I'm going to be using each of these planners. So I'm starting with the Artium Flowery Journal, and this is going to be my main, really, I don't know, the planner that I use this year, in the sense that this is the thing that I will always have open in front of me, that I will take everywhere with me, that I will use to jot basically everything down in, and that I even am using in, I don't know, this is kind of a weird thing to say, but in a kind of bullet journal way, in that I am tracking certain things in this planner that I wouldn't normally be tracking in a planner, which, I mean, lots of planners out there have special pages for that now, and, you know, people customize them, but for me, in the past, my planner, my main planner that goes everywhere with me, has always just been a place where I write down, here's what I need to do today. Last year, the giant recollection spiral planner that I had also turned into a place where I took really important notes. But this planner does not have as many notes pages at the back, so that will probably not be a function of this planner. But I'll show you real quick some of the main things that I love and that I'm going to be using this for. So first off, we get this yearly plan page. This yearly plan page with these blocks for the months, it's just not a lot of space. And I wasn't really sure what to do with this. I had left it blank. But one of my resolutions for this year is to watch TV and movies more purposefully. So, last year I did a lot of sitting in front of the TV with my computer open, working at 7, 8, 9 p.m. and I really wasn't getting anything done. And then the TV shows that were on, I kind of followed, but I also didn't care as much about them. I don't love those characters the way I used to love characters on TV. And in high school especially, I was very purposeful about what I watched. And, I love books, I love writing, I love fictional worlds. And so I'd really get into the worlds of the shows that I was watching. And so this year I want to, watch more of the things that are on my to watch list, and therefore, really set aside time to give that all of my attention instead of this multitasking that I've been doing in which I don't get anything done. So that's a very long explanation to say that I'm using this as a TV/movie diary. So anytime I finish a season of a show or watch a movie, I want to record it in here, so I can look back at the end of the year and see how I did. And you can see that so far my boyfriend and I have started watching Mad Men. I have never seen Mad Men. We started just about the first couple of days of January, and we are now at the end of season 2, and we're about halfway through January now. So I'd say we're moving pretty steadily through that, and I love it. So yeah, I'm excited about filling up these pages. Next, we have this yearly checklist, and I think I've talked about this before, but this is going to be my exercise tracker. I hate exercise, but the thing I'm doing is I'm walking. So I'm recording when I go for a walk, and I was on such a roll, but yesterday was crazy. This is the 16th that I'm filming this, so you can see I have a dash on the 15th. And down here I use this pink washi to cover up days and the months that don't exist, because it does go all the way to 31, and then all the months are spread across these 2 pages. So other than those 2 like special things, I'm just really enjoying what a week looks like in this planner, and just writing everything neatly in this space instead of scattering things everywhere. And also, so for example, this is this week, and I'm using more of my sticky notes. I'm actually doing more of my planning sitting at my desk. I used to have this big problem where I would do all my work sitting on the couch in my living room instead of sitting at my desk, which did not get a lot of work done, but I was having problems getting the internet here at this table. But I decided, whatever, you know, I'm just going to stick it out. And it turns out the internet at this table, knock on wood, is not that bad. Sometimes it's going to cut out really bad, and then I should just do something that doesn't require the internet. But for the most part, I am more focused and surrounded by pretty supplies when I am at my desk, and it's a lot better than, you know, taking up couch space and just living on the couch all the time. So anyway, that was just to say that I'm using these, and I still do this thing where I'll collect my stickers when I eat an apple. But I also wanted to show you that in this planner, I have actually decorated the monthly spread, which is not something that I normally do. I don't even normally use the monthly spread that much, but I am going to track a couple of things on here at the end of the month, see how I like it. And I did enjoy just the exercise of sitting down and using some of my stickers. So that's why I have this spread completed, and we'll see if I continue that for the rest of the year. You know, I'm open to adapting to whatever is working best for me. But that is my Artium Flowery Journal. Now, the next planner, the one I put in quotation marks, I put it in quotation marks because this is, I guess, what people, I mean, it's like the idea of a bullet journal. It's a place where I'm collecting a bunch of like important notes, but sometimes it's also just a place where I like start writing something and completely scratch it out, just random thoughts that I'm having. I take a lot of notes of things I randomly think of or need to do on my phone, actually, in the app Simple Note. But this is useful if I want to keep coming back. So I'm not going to be flipping through this because it's very personal, the information in here. But for example, I have, and this was this famous planner that I bought that was for the wrong time period. And so I was trying to buy a planner for all of 2017, and it ended in June of 2017. So I just started using it as a notebook. So even though it's got all this stuff delineated, I like completely ignore it and write over it. And I have the pages I'm still using are all marked at the top with these flags, and the ones that are not just aren't marked. So then I'm not having to flip through every single page to find what I want, because I don't like the idea that people in bullet journals have where you have an index or a table of contents, because for me that's too much to maintain, and I'm always going to be worried about, well, what if I change my mind? What if I need more pages in the table of contents? Like, that's just too much work for me. And a lot of time, you know, it's just more organized than I want to be or have time to be. So I just use this as a jot book, And I think I was at one point saying I even have spreads where it's like, you know, I'll list out months in here and then I'll write down the expenses that I plan to have that month. You know, things that I need to buy. And if there's something I know I'm going to need a few months ahead, I'll refer to that when I'm thinking about, oh, should I go, you know, look at Michael's today? Which I'm really trying not to buy a lot or okay, I was gonna say any, but I already bought something. I'm really trying not to buy a lot of paper supplies, things for planners, you know, this fun stuff that I love, because I have so much of it and I want to be using it instead of just accumulating it. So I'm trying to use up what I have. But anyway, you know, I'll have stuff like that, or if I'm just like, if I have a list of these are the things that I have to post on Blackboard before the semester starts, which I actually need to make one of those for the semester, then I can go back to it and cross it off, and then I'm done with that page, and I can just move on to the next one. And I've been using this for, I guess, over a year now. I think I started using this just in 2017. I think at the beginning when I had bought this planner. So I really am happy to have it, and I also have some pages in here for YouTube, things that I want to be sure I do. So that is this Dig Designer. And lastly, I have the Giant Michaels Recollections Spiral Planner, which I already kind of gave you the spiel on. I opened it up briefly. I have done literally nothing in this planner, but it's so pretty. And the reason that I bought this planner was that in all this time that I've been spending making my mini happy planner, this is volume 1, volume 2, making my mini happy planner, plan with me videos, I've also, you know, watched people play with vertical layouts like the Recollections and of course the Erin Condren, and I thought I want to experiment with that. I want to see how that goes. And so it may be that some weeks I actually fill out this planner ahead of time, but this is just the planner where I will get to play with my stationery and stickers and supplies, and just make something cute. It's a very different kind of thinking from what I'm normally having to do, and I find it really relaxing, and I also enjoy filming it for y'all. In spite of the fact that I fell so behind on 2017, I really do like it. So this is going to be, I'm just fully admitting it, this is just like a hobby planner. It will probably not help me accomplish anything other than setting aside some time to enjoy by myself, which, I mean, that's a pretty good thing, right? Like, that's not so terrible. So this is my 2018 planner lineup. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you'd like to see more from this Artium Flowery Journal, I could probably, you know, make some videos about that if you had any questions that I hadn't answered in previous videos. And I just want to say I am soon going to be starting in this Pretty Recollections planner and showing you how I make do with the things that I have this year. So everybody have a fabulous day, and I will talk to you again soon.